This is a kind of spontaneous video. I have a calc exam in 4 hours, and I just want to make this so that hopefully I'm not thinking about too much stuff during my exam, and I can actually focus on doing the work. Because what a lot of time what happens is I'll just start thinking in my mind random stuff. Like I'll make like a YouTube video like in my mind, and that just distracts me from doing the actual work. So yeah. As you can see, I got a perm. I think it looks pretty good. I think it frames my head well, the back as well, because I really can't see the back. This is for myself as well. I think the back is fine too. But anyways, what I want to talk about is, as you can see in this video, title, um, it's just that this idea that happiness only lasts for a week, and Um, that's why some people say that money can't buy happiness. It's because they don't have the money to continually fund the happiness. And that's why you see a lot of like rich people. They have to be going to events. They have to be like buying stuff, doing stuff. And it seems like almost consistently. And that's because they understand this idea that money buys happiness, but it doesn't last. It gradually dwindles, and then you have to almost buy more happiness. Um, so yeah, and that's not like trying to put down like poor people for like not being happy. That's just honestly that's just the truth of it. Like like money, spending money if you have a lot of it makes you happy, right? And even spending money when you don't have a lot of it also makes you happy. Um, but of course that happiness goes away, ironically, like probably in like a week because you realize that you spent the money that you should have saved. And that's kind of what happened with my perm. So when I got this like 2, 3 weeks ago, I 3 weeks, almost, almost 3 weeks. I was like really happy, right? And then I I I I washed it, and then like the curls like disappeared almost. And this was actually a week after after I first got it, which is like pretty funny how it fits in like the same timeline. And then I became like really sad that night. Obviously it came back, as you can see, but I feel like that just shows how fleeting happiness is. Like you can be happy one moment and then it's just gone the next, right? Um, so yeah, obviously like this perm was like exciting for me for the first week. Um, I thought it was gonna like look really good, and it does. Um, but I don't know. I was expecting like people to like give more compliments on it almost. Like I'm not even doing it for myself. I'm doing it for like other people's approval, which is like another thing I've talked about here, which is like really bad for me. Um, but nonetheless, I still do it. Um, so yeah, like it wasn't like it was a good feeling, and then it kind of just became neutral. Um, so yeah, I feel like that's the majority of what I want to talk about, really. Um, Actually, I can give a little life update too. I'm in semester 2 of my first year. Um, things are going okay so far. I've gotten some test grades back. One of my midterms I got 94 on, and on my coding quiz I got a 70. And on my first calc midterm I got a 72. So I need to step it up today. I'm hoping to get at least an 80, 85. Not to jinx it or anything, but I kind of need that for my grade because I'm trying to get an 80 average to at least have the possibility of transferring to electrical engineering if I decided to at the end of this year. Um, so yeah. Um, that's kind of where I'm at. Other than that, things are going good. I think my mood has stabilized a little to the point where like I can be even though I just said like happiness doesn't last that long, I feel like I have achieved some level of inner peace. Like I like when I actually reflect on what I've been feeling the past like 2, 3 weeks, it's like I've had like no problems really. Um, like there's not been some sort of like huge like mental health thing I've had, which is rare. So that's always good. Um, but yeah, other than that, I don't think there's anything else. I have some other thoughts that I will save for a different video. But I guess if that's it, that's it. I guess okay, I guess closing remarks, closing conclusion. I believe money definitely does buy happiness, but not for a long time, which is why people with money um need to constantly spend money. And I actually believe that the richest people are actually the ones with the most problems hidden. Um, and it's because of that that they need to supplement it with money. So it's almost like a proportional rise between with money and like problems. So that's why the richer you are and the more money you have, the more money you need to spend to be able to not like kill yourself really. Um, yeah, and I'm hoping to get to that stage too. I'm hoping to get to the point where I'm rich and successful to the point where my only worry is how do I spend my money on to get happy. Um, because ultimately you can call me vain or whatever, but I think money is the ultimate goal. At least that's what I'm trying to do in life. Maybe family. I would say money and family are tied. Anyways, bye.